Hey, I'm Bruce Naylor, the Boomer Consumer, and before I start the review of the Meze 109 Pro headphones, I've got an important announcement to make, which is that I will soon be working on YouTube full time. I just sold my small business, and now I'm going to have the time really to devote to my channel. This is going to be kind of my main gig going forward, and it's doing something I'm very passionate about, which is talking about music and audio gear and entertainment lifestyle products. That's kind of what I'm going to be working on going forward. Listen, I just want to say thank you to everybody that supported the channel so far. And if you're not a subscriber, hit that subscribe button. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Now, on to the review of the Meze 109 Pro headphones. As I said, today's video is all about the Meze 109 Pro dynamic headphones, which, as I understand, were introduced in 2022 as Meze's first open back dynamic headphones. Now, before I get started, I'd like to give a thanks to my friends at Apos for loaning these to me for review. However, all opinions are my own, and no one's reviewed this video prior to posting. Now, these are available with a black walnut finish for $7.99 with a 1-year warranty. You know, normally I don't film the unboxing of headphones, but I thought, these were a bit special. Meze put a lot of work into a really nice unboxing experience, right? They provide you beautiful packaging. And when you look inside, there's just a simple hard shell case. And as a first for me, a well-organized book that focuses on the philosophy behind the 109 Pros, the hard work that went into developing the custom 50mm dual composite design diaphragm, which is a combination of beryllium and cellulose carbon fiber. So in the case, you get the 109 Pros and two 3.5mm cables, a 3-meter and a 1.5-meter cable. There's also a 3.5mm adapter, 3.5mm to 6.35mm adapter that's included as well. So good job, Meze, for the unboxing experience and what comes with these headphones. Now, I won't go into a ton of specs for these, right? But for more detail, check out the link to Apos in the description below for a lot more detail on the design of the drivers. But just to cover the basics, these drivers are 50mm and the frequency response is 5 Hz to 30 kHz. Impedance is rated at 40 ohms and they weigh just 13 ounces without the cables. So let me just share with you some of my initial impressions of the 109 Pros. First off, I think these are fantastic looking. I love the kind of the bronze accents on here. This is an all nice aluminum or stainless steel headband on here. I just think they're a fantastic looking headphone. The black walnut on here. I think they just did a tremendous job with the aesthetics of these headphones. But you know what? The most important thing of any headphone, I don't care how much they cost. I don't care what type they are, electrostatics, planar magnetics, dynamic drivers. Look, if they're not comfortable, you're not going to wear them, you're not going to use them. And what I really love is this self-adjusting headband on here. No sliding things up and down, none of that. Just put them on your head and it adjusts automatically. That is so slick, and I was really, really impressed by that. I love the fact that they give you an extra long cable to go with this, because sometimes we're not sitting that close to whatever source we have these plugged into, whatever amplifier. Sometimes we want to step away from it a little bit, and the 3-meter cable was a very, very pleasant surprise. I love the nice, thick ear pads on here. It's a velour. They're very, very comfortable. Literally, you can wear these things for hour after hour after hour, and they never become uncomfortable. They never become hot on the ear. None of that. These are designed to be worn for hours on end. Just the overall build quality. These things, nice and stretchy, the nice leather headband on here. These things are designed, it's just so well made. If you look at the book that comes with these, there's a lot that goes into the design of these drivers. That's where a lot of the money went, to make probably one of the finest dynamic drivers you could possibly put into a headphone. Another thing, as I mentioned, was the design of the structure of the spider-shaped ear cups on these. Read the book, look at the stuff on APOS. I'm not going to go into all that with you, but a lot of research and development went to these drivers, and it shows. The R&D really shows on these things. I absolutely think these are some of the most comfortable headphones I have ever worn. I swear to you, hour after hour. That's kind of my initial impressions of these headphones. I think it's time that we talk a little bit about the gear I used for this subjective review of the 109 Pros. For the source, I have a Mac Mini, and I run Apple Music on there, and it's connected via USB to the Hi-Fi Serenade R2R DAC headphone amplifier. But I'm only using it in DAC mode because I connected that to the X-Duo TA20 Plus tube headphone amplifier. It's really a tube hybrid amplifier. And APOS sent me their Ray brand of tubes to replace the stock tubes that came with the TA20 Plus. Now, the tubes are the Ray 12AU7. And I have to say that the Ray tubes, right, added a bit more warmth to the tone of the amp, and maybe just a little bit more airiness to the sound. That's one of the cool things about tube-based preamplifiers and amplifiers is you can change the sound signature by swapping out the tubes. Tube rolling is what is often called. Now, for some of the music that I use to audition the 109 Pros, I always like to listen to Daft Punk's Random Access Memories, especially the track Get Lucky. What can I say? The bass is so deep on that, and it's so well controlled. It's just tight and it's fast. And I think the TA20 Plus just did a great job of controlling the dampening overall with the amplification going to the drivers. Look, the mid-range, that's really where the music lives. And I can tell you that these are very, very neutral. In other words, it's not in your face, or do you have to struggle to understand the voice? And I compared these, for example, with the Sony 7506, which is well-respected for its neutrality. They use them in radio stations. DJs use them for years. They're very, very popular, and they're extremely neutral. And guess what? Everything was just better pronounced with the 109s. I also compared these with the Philips SHP 9500 dynamic driver headphones. Now, both use the same size, 50 millimeter dynamic drivers, although radically different in their design. And the 109s completely blew the 9500s away. Not only in sound, but in comfort, in soundstage, in imaging. Overall sound quality was just massively better. I would say these sounded very close to the Hi-Fi Man Aria Stealth without being maybe as power hungry. And I think that's a huge plus. Another album that I like testing, especially mid-range vocals, something I know very well because it's just an album I listen to all the time, which is Sade's Diamond Life. And the track Smooth Operator is just such a great way to test the imaging, the soundstage, the mid-range of a set of headphones or speakers. And yes, headphones can produce excellent imaging if they do them right. It truly is, with these, a concert inside your head. Her vocals, Sade's got a phenomenal voice, and her vocals are so buttery, smooth, and clean. The 109s just are so well defined that you can listen for hours without fatigue. Another great album that I listen to for testing purposes many, many times is Giant Sand's Tucson and the track Wind Blown Wolves. It truly was an absolute treat to listen to that with these headphones and the TA20 Plus, the Hi-Fi Man DAC. It's just just blows your mind what a great combination is. The album itself is very difficult to describe. You could say it's sort of a country, blues, R&B, kind of an opera. You just have to listen to it. It's just one of the most unique albums I have ever heard. Just give it a listen, especially if you're subscribed to a service like Tidal or Apple Music or whatever. Just give it a shot. I think a lot of you are going to love it. It's surprisingly good album. Okay, I want to end this review with the following thoughts. Yes, it's not cheap. It is $800, okay? But I believe these headphones, they deliver sound that can only be matched by something much more expensive. They are so comfortable, so well made. These could last you for a lifetime of serious musical enjoyment. I don't know, heck, they might even become your family heirloom. Pass it down to the next generation. I tell you, they're that good. In short, I love these headphones, and I think you will too. Well, that's it. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.